ready to rock and roll on day 5. We've just been staying in a fantastic area and we're just about to go to another fantastic area.
Here we are on day 5, and as you can see, I'm back on their bike, fully recovered, feeling fit as a fiddle. So we're heading now from Jodhpur down to Kumbh Gar, which is accommodation in the mountains or the forest. But first of all, what we have to do is to get through the traffic of Jodhpur, and for those of you who watched day 4, you'll know exactly what to expect. For those of you who didn't, well, you're in for a shock. But we were also in for a shock when one of the guys nearly got knocked off his bike.
See how mad it is? People coming both sides. The only thing we haven't seen this morning yet is the sacred cow. It's madness. Yeah, there's a horse just coming across the road there. Hey, I'm coming and I don't give a shit. So we're now on the main highway that we're heading down for about 90 kilometers. So nothing too drastic, just a nice smooth straight road heading to our next destination, where we're going to be going into an old abbey where the amount of pillars that have been built inside, apparently you can't even count. There's that many. And there's one that many people have tried to complete that's never been completed, for reasons which I hope to find out. So we've gone down the back roads now and we're into a totally different environment again. Back into a small little village. A small village. And this is their way of life. It's totally different to anything you could possibly expect to see in Britain. Absolutely, totally. But to them, it's natural. To us, it's an absolute shock.
On our travels, as you've seen, we do come across the occasional village. Now, this village was at a junction where we were going to turn to go down to the temple. But we weren't quite sure. So we pulled in, parked up the bikes, and attracted the crowd that Sunderland Football Club would have been proud of. Do you see what I mean? There's more people there than turn out to watch Sunderland on a Saturday. Or Hartlepool United for that matter. Anyhow, we got cracked on.
Santosh, up that way. So we stopped in the little village there just to see where we were going, let everybody catch up, and we were surrounded.
We then arrived at the entrance to the temple, and what you are just about to see, well, what I was just about to see, blew my mind. An amazing place, and all the marble interlocked like Lego, not one bit of concrete holding it together.
And we've now just pulled in to the temple that we're going to go and have a look around. It is tourist and visitor timings 12 noon till 5, and we're around about 3 o'clock. We're now at a temple. One of the things that we've had to do prior to walking towards the temple is take our boots off. Some of the guys have also taken the socks off. But just wait until you see what we're going to see. Look at that. Doesn't that just look spectacular? This is a religious temple that we've just come across. We've had to take off our boots for when we walk inside, but you can't get a much more striking image than that, can you? Behind the blue sky. Inside the temple now, and this is what you're going to see as you walk in. Are you ready to see this? Look at that for a ceiling. We're now climbing up into the mountains, heading that way. As you can see in front there, look. We're now in a different environment altogether. This is the green zone, I guess you could call it. So from the sandy zone to the green zone. Now this mountain road is like this all the way. It's narrow and very sharp drop off either side, so that's why we're just being very careful, because you've seen some of the traffic coming the other way, and what you don't want to do is meet a truck or a bus, because they'll just keep coming. Through another little village. All these villages are fantastic, aren't they? If only we had time to stop and explore and delve into their culture and way of life.
We then arrived at Kumbhalgarh, the accommodation that, well, no words can actually describe. Middle of nowhere, fantastic place. Now, it's not often my eye gets caught, but what we would trek to on the evening not only took my breath away, but made me take home a little bit of India in my heart.